Hi again. This is Dr. Sipalo, Global Neonatal Podcast at the Tiny Feet, Big Steps Conference here in Arusha, Tanzania. And with us now, we have yet another amazing change maker in newborn health. Hello there.
Hello.
May I please have your name and whether it's your first time here at the conference?
Thank you very much. My name is Alum Alice Collette from Uganda. It is not my first time in this conference. This is the third time.
Wow, your third time coming here.
Yes.
Please tell us about how you got to know about the conference.
Thank you very much. I got to know about this conference when I was in Uganda at my hospital, Mulago Specialized Women and Neonatal Hospital, through one of the guests who came and visited us, one of the white, who was so pertinent about the newborns and used to teach us. Mm-hmm. So when she heard about this conference, she knew it would be good for us to attend.
Okay.
So she extended the invitation to us.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
So since then, looking back 3 years ago and coming here today, what are your reflections as an attendee almost from the beginning of this conference?
Yeah, 2022, we came and attended. Actually, we tried. It was not easy because we had no sponsorship.
Oh.
And we had to sponsor ourselves. We saw that really it would impact the knowledge. So we gathered 3 of us. We said, no, we must go to Arusha. So we collected some money and we came.
So that's 3 neonatal nurses from Uganda traveling here, self-sponsored.
Yes.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
And that is so amazing. I find it so humbling to hear about nurses using their own funds to come for a conference that's in another country. And the fact that you've come 3 times consecutively just speaks to how you have learned a lot from this space. Could you share with us some of the biggest learning points for you through all these years of coming here?
So we had a lot of learning when we came, but I will just highlight a few for now. About the CPAP, we have been using CPAP in Mulago Specialized Women and Neonatal Hospital at that time. And we had some, there was, I would say, knowledge gap because one person who came, one of the doctors who came said we should be trying to wean the baby using CPAP. Mm-hmm. And when we would try to wean, of course, the bubbles would somehow lower. And yet we knew that when water is bubbling well, baby is getting enough oxygen and everything's well and saturation is good. So when the new doctor came and said, no, here, this is good, but we need to be, try to wean this by lowering the CPAP, the PEEP.
Yeah.
The PEEP should be lowered. So the doctor would try to lower the PEEP, but the bubble would not be so good, and the saturation may go a bit down, and the midwife would wait when the doctor has gone and then put back the PEEP. But when we came and we learned about this weaning from here, I went back and said, you people, what doctor was saying, it is true. Then they said, are you sure? I even got a snap during, the lecture. I would post during our, the lecture, using our platform.
Yeah.
Would post and they would say, may you post more? I would post.
Was that on WhatsApp?
WhatsApp. Mm-hmm. They would say, you mean it is like that? I said, then they say, So she was telling us the truth. She just came and said, she didn't tell us the reason. She didn't tell us how it should be done. And she just pushing down. We didn't know the reason. So, but after learning the reason and going deep into it, everybody changed. They said, okay. Another thing is, bundling, positioning and bundling. Bundling and positioning. So we already had some hints of making the nest, but this was again so colorful, so good, comfortable and different positions. We used to use maybe even on the back. Mm-hmm. So when we came here, we learned bundling and positioning. We went back and we did that. Actually, when the minister, came to visit the hospital, the NICU, we had made positioning, bundling and positioning. Wow, even the director was happy. The NICU was so beautiful and everybody would come. And our mothers were so inspired. Our mothers also learned how to position and making those nests from us. And some of them promise they will continue even at their home using that kind of, positioning, bundling and positioning. It has been amazing. And very many other things. I cannot even name them all. We had a lot about, exposing, the IV lines. At times you would put a IV line, put a baby on a line, and the baby is, the hand is covered. So by the time at times we are not checking often. By the time you check, the hand is swollen. Then we're like, now what? You disconnect. But now we learned from here. The first time we learned, they said you have to expose the part out so that you can be viewing. Each time you view the part, we have not gotten that kind of problem now. Electrolytes, very many things. At times, babies would get, convulsions. Then we would wonder and say, but this baby does not have HIE. The baby was born well. Where is the baby getting this, convulsion? Why? Then we are learning from here, electrolyte imbalance. So we learned, and I told them, I said, you people, you remember the other baby who was convulsing? We were not giving enough for fluids. So there was a lot we have learned since that time up to now.
It sounds like you hit the very core, low-hanging fruit, low-tech interventions. Yes, and you keep slacking. Wow, amazing indeed. I would love to continue this conversation. I would love to learn more about just the impact that you're having in Uganda. But I'll first touch on two last things. Could you please remind us where in Uganda you're based and what type of neonatal health facility or neonatal ward you're based at?
Yeah, thank you very much. Over 20 years, I've been working at Mulago. Mulago in Uganda is a national referral hospital. And now where we are is the Mulago Specialized Women and Neonatal Hospital. That is where all my life I've been working for over 20 years. And with babies, when I joined neonatology fellowship, I'm a nurse, I'm a neonatology nurse fellowship. When I did this course, I was now stationed in NICU. I used to be in maternity as a midwife. So from that time, when I joined from 2019, I've been a NICU nurse. But I also do some part-time teaching, lecturing. But now came 2022. I was taken in one of the public university called Collette University. That is where I'm now lecturing. And still, I love babies. Even when I went there, we also have NICU in Soroti Hospital, but they have a small NICU. It's just growing. So it's what we are now planning. We are trying very hard to also bring that NICU hub. That's where we take our babies. We take our students, so they also go to NICU. So we want that NICU to be better. At our school, we also have this. I teach these students everything concerning babies. It is in my heart, babies. We have bought also warmers.
Yes.
We have a small minor incubators. We also want to get what we are lacking in things like CPAP. We just teach them without CPAP. And even in the hospital, we don't even have enough CPAP. Actually, we don't even have a real CPAP. We improvise. So during maternal and perinatal death review, we do it every week, every Thursday. The commissioner, everybody from the Ministry of Health are always there. I told them the need for CPAP. I got this from the training here. I told them CPAP is very important. What we are using is not good. We are improvising, and you cannot give the right PEEP. So the commissioner actually said, it's okay, Alice, what you have said is fine. You put it in writing, make a concept, and we see how we can go about it. So it's what I want to try and make something, if we can help all the regional referral hospitals. All the referral hospitals, we don't have good CPAP. Mulago Specialized, at least we try. We have some CPAP, but I would say it is not even enough. So we really need more. We need to advocate. Maybe, I don't know, we need really to get more and even spread it down there. Because the challenge we have there, babies are brought from these other hospitals who don't have CPAP. and babies are brought in bad state. If they had CPAP, these babies would be brought or even would be treated from that center, and they don't even come to a national referral hospital. National referral hospital always is full with such referrals, which could be handled down there if they were really equipped with knowledge and equipment. Yeah.
So impactful. It sounds like you're a newborn champion in Uganda.
I pray.
And the background of you being a midwife gives you that perspective of never forgetting the mother.
Telling
So,
you, mother and baby.
Yes, highly inspiring and just so motivating to hear the work that you're doing in Uganda. The last question I have for you, as the third time here, what are your hopes and expectations from this conference?
Okay, my hope and expectation is to go back and teach. Actually, even now, I'm coming at the third day for the third time. I'm now even an instructor. I'm also teaching others.
Wow.
Yeah. Today we have been teaching, even tomorrow, even up to Friday. I'll be helping some hands-on, taking people around. So this is the same thing I want to go and do back there. Maybe what I will need now, I may need maybe the funding to help me move to different places. And now even when I enter the hospital, I first go and ask where NICU is. That's what I do. I enter there and I interact with the nurses in NICU, and that is how we begin. I was sharing today that I found the babies were all on phototherapy with the eyes open. Then I said, no. Nurses, this is wrong. We're supposed to cover the eyes of these babies. So they said, but no, the in charge said for her, she went for a training and they said it is okay. I said, no, it is fine. It's not fine. So when I talked to the in charge, I said, this is not fine. And I'm happy. I also lobbied the in charge is here today. She has even learned about all those things and even many more. I saw her quiet when they are talking about phototherapy. So this is the way to go.
Yes.
Learning, knowledge is power.
Definitely. And passing it on, paying it forward. Yes. So Alice, this has been such a lovely conversation. And hope to have more conversations with you as the week proceeds. And
thank you.
Very, very glad to have met you today.
Thank you. I'm also very glad for getting this opportunity and knowing even more things. I know I've also learned a lot from you, being a lady and doing this kind of thing. I also want to be one.
Yes.
Thank you.
So we have the next neonatal podcaster from Uganda here.
Thank you.
Thank you.